First of the 15 fences with Beau Ranger, the early leader. Beau Ranger from very promising on the inside. GA up there with Villiers Town, and Cavies Clown came next as they jumped the first. Then Fudge Delight, behind them Summons and Reppington, and then Sea Merchant. And last at the moment is Malia Mal. Beau Ranger and Villiers Town almost together at that one, with GA very close in third. Fudge Delight and Cavies Clown next. Then comes Very Promising. Music Be Magic's up there on the outside, on the inner Summons. Then comes Reppington and Western Sunset as they jump that one. Then Sea Merchant. Then Brave Hussar, Tickety Boo, and last is the grey Malia Mal, and still Beau Ranger out there in front from GA in second. Then comes Villiers Town. Behind Villiers Town is Cavies Clown, Very Promising, and Fudge Delight and Reppington and Sea Merchant. Behind Sea Merchant is Summons. Then comes Music Be Magic, Brave Hussar, Western Sunset, the senior runner, Tickety Boo, and finally Malia Mal, and still Beau Ranger in the lead as they come towards the fourth of the 15 fences in the 28th running of the Mackeson Gold Cup. Beau Ranger with his white face showing in the lead from GA in second. Very Promising over on the far side. Prominent Cavies Clown is next. Then comes Villiers Town, tracked by Reppington and Sea Merchant over the fifth, and still Beau Ranger from GA. Villiers Town and Very Promising, and Reppington and Sea Merchant. They're followed by Tickety Boo, has made a bit of progress in the center of the field. Then comes Music Be Magic, and Malia Mal still the back marker. And Beau Ranger from GA as they come towards the sixth. Reppington has moved into third. Cavies Clown 4. Very Promising 5 over on the far side. Villiers Town and Sea Merchant and Summons and Music Be Magic and Tickety Boo, and then Fudge Delight and Brave Hussar. And over on the far side, Malia Mal, who jumped out particularly well, has gone up to join about four of them now in rear, but not that far behind the leader, who's still Beau Ranger, GA. Then Very Promising on the inside, and Reppington. Behind Reppington is Cavies Clown, Sea Merchant as they come to the seventh. Summons is next, and then Music Be Magic. Beau Ranger lands in the lead from Reppington, GA, Very Promising. They're all safely over that, but Fudge Delight made a little mistake there. Beau Ranger in the lead from Reppington and GA. Very Promising is 4. Then comes Summons, Music Be Magic, Sea Merchant and Cavies Clown. Then Tickety Boo, Malia Mal, who's made ground on the inside. Then Western Sunset, then Villiers Town and Brave Hussar, and finally Fudge Delight over the eighth. And still Beau Ranger in the lead from Reppington, GA, Very Promising, Summons, Sea Merchant, Music Be Magic, Tickety Boo, Cavies Clown, Malia Mal. Brave Hussar making a bit of ground over the water. Still all standing too, and Beau Ranger in the lead from Reppington and GA. Very Promising, Sea Merchant, Music Be Magic and Summons. This is the first of the ditches. Beau Ranger lands in the lead from Reppington, GA. And a mistake there by Very Promising in fourth. He's dropped back to fifth now as Music Be Magic goes fourth. Coming down to another plain one, number 11 of the 15 fences. Beau Ranger lands clear of Reppington and GA. Music Be Magic is fourth. And then Western Sunset making ground in fifth, just behind Western Sunset. Tickety Boo making progress with Sea Merchant, then Very Promising, then Malia Mal. Coming to the final ditch now, Beau Ranger with a 5-length lead, and Mark Perrott over the final ditch. GA jumped at second, Music Be Magic third, Reppington 4, Tickety Boo 5. Behind Tickety Boo is Summons, then comes Very Promising. They're at the top of the hill now, beginning the run down now. And they've got 3 left to jump in the Mackeson Gold Cup, and Beau Ranger, who's made just about all the running so far, is 4 lengths clear of GA in second. Music Be Magic is third, Tickety Boo is 4, 5 Reppington, 6 Summons making a little bit of ground. Coming down to the third last now, and still Beau Ranger from GA. Music Be Magic, Tickety Boo at the third last. Beau Ranger and Mark Perrott. They land 3 lengths clear of Music Be Magic in second. GA is third, and 4 is Tickety Boo, still making progress. Coming to the penultimate fence now, Beau Ranger from Music Be Magic. Then comes GA and Tickety Boo. These 4 clear of the remainder. Beau Ranger landed in the lead. Music Be Magic a faller, slightly hampered GA, and it's Beau Ranger with a 5, 6, 7, 8 length advantage now as he approaches the final fence. Beau Ranger from GA and Tickety Boo as they come to the last fence in the Mackeson Gold Cup. Beau Ranger really looking as though he's only got to jump it. Beau Ranger with his white face coming there, fresh as a daisy, fresh as paint, he lands like a daisy and strides away up towards the line, with Tickety Boo closing on GA as they race into the closing stages. But Beau Ranger has this well sewn up. It's going to be close for second, with GA just getting the better of Tickety Boo as they race to the line. Applause there for Beau Ranger, the winner. GA is second, Tickety Boo is third, and 4 Western Sunset and 5 Very Promising. Just in behind them came Reppington and Cavie's Clown. Behind Cavie's Clown was Brave Fazar and Summons, and then tarred horses in rear, Sea Merchant, Fudge Delight, Villiers Town and Malia Mal. And so Beau Ranger wins the Mackeson Gold Cup, number 10, owned by White Brothers of Taunton Limited, trained by Martin Pipe and ridden by Mark Perrett, the greatest triumph of his career. Second, number 13, GA, owned by Mr. Jeff Hubbard, trained by him and ridden by Robert Supple. And third was number 4, Tickety Boo, owned by Mr. W.H. O'Gorman, trained by Jimmy Fitzgerald, ridden by Mark Dwyer. And fourth was number 3, Western Sunset.
Well, it's a long, long time since I've seen a Mackeson won so far from home. He'd won this race a mile from home, barring a fall. Coasting in the lead for Mark Perrett, having made almost every yard of the running and at a terrific gallop as well. Music Be Magic behind him ploughs through that fence, and as you can see, slightly interferes with Very Promising, but Very Promising was beaten a mile from home. Tickety Boo also has to take evasive action there. But Mark Perrett merely heard the crash of the birch behind him as he scoots round that elbow with a lead of 10-15 lengths already. GA's run a terrific race, always in the van. Of the fancied ones, Tickety Boo's run best, but without ever looking like getting in a blow. Very Promising's made a bit of ground, but the weight and the dead ground too much. At the last, it's Beau Ranger bar a fall, and he jumps it as well as he's jumped any of them. A horse completely brought back to life, rejuvenated by Martin Pipe, all credit to him. GA jumps it in second, Tickety Boo in third, but Mark Perrett, who's had such problems with injuries, comes in for the ride of his life here, a ride he'll always remember. And on the run-in, he even increases his advantage, and he's right back to the horse that we saw beat Wayward Lad at Liverpool 19 months ago. A 15, perhaps 20 lengths winner of the Mackeson Gold Cup.